Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Satan and Coffee. It's good to see everybody. Oh, not Satan and Coffee, Apocrypha. Sorry, God damn it. I do Satan and Coffee so many times a fucking week. Good evening and welcome to Apocrypha. Ignore that fuck up. That's how you know it's live. I mixed up the shows. Mystic looks disappointed. I DGF. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. So yeah, good evening. Welcome to Apocrypha. We got an interesting one. Full house tonight. We've got Dyra, Rook, Mystic, and the little dot in the corner over here. That's Crimson Mel, or just Melvin, or Mel.
Yellow.
So tonight we're gonna be talking about an email that apparently a lot of us have gotten. And me being me, I didn't just kind of roll over and say, oh, well, that's sad. I said, wait, this doesn't make any fucking sense. And I started digging through shit. And now quite a few people are like, yeah, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
Funny. Like this morning, I was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, check out this email I got."
And then I just so happened to get it as well. But we're gonna go down and we're gonna talk about, everything that why we think it doesn't fit, and go through the history of it. But before we do all of that, we're gonna focus on Mr. Mystic Salon. Get your hair did. But it's been a minute since I've done that. Come on.
Yeah, just call me Salt. That is
Salt?
what salon means. Anybody wonder?
Okay, so Mystic
Salt.
Mystic Salt, because you're salty.
Mm-hmm.
So, what deck are you using for us this evening?
I'm using a deck that we have. And it is called the Incromancy 2 Apocalypse.
Oh, I love these decks. I need to eventually at some point. I need to get me one.
So, as I've said before, I've used a couple of them. They're up to number 6. It's the Weirding Society. That's the group of tattoo artists that get together and make their Incromancy decks. So each one's a different style. Some of them are really fucking cool, and some of them I'm not a big fan. But this is the Apocalypse deck. This was their second deck. Back, I love it. It's reversible, shiny, almost like a foil. But let's see what they say. Ooh, okay. All right, so we got fire, earth, fire energy thing. And so this, if we're talking about weekly energy, is giving us this feeling of just things are really going fast around us. They're really heightened, really energetic. But they're kind of going in the wrong direction. But let's start. Let's start with the Queen of Wands, right? Queen of Wands is the first card we've got tonight. Our queen represents somebody that's in our energy field. Again, maybe us, maybe somebody around us. But she is in control. You can see she's holding on to that wand, and she knows how to use it. And if she wants to put you out, you're going to be put out. So it's really important when the Queen of Wands shows up for me that we are in direct control of what we're doing and paying attention to what we're doing, making sure that we have control of it, because she is very powerful. The Queen of Wands is a very, very powerful witch, can make a lot of stuff happen. And the energy around us is we can make a lot of stuff happen. Now, what comes with that and the Two of Pentacles is to have a little bit of a restraint in that, because we might start going off and doing all these actions and being in control of things, and we might just start too many things and end up with a brush fire. So we need to rein in some of the energy of our Queen of Wands in our life. Doesn't mean stop. It doesn't mean don't do it. Doesn't mean don't live to your fullest. It just means we're in a period where we have a lot of power and energy to put out, and we need to be right about it. We need careful about it and pay attention to what we're doing. The Two of Pentacles is also another interesting card to me. Notice the pentacles, notice the apocalypse in the background, notice the infinity symbol. These things are connected. So really paying attention to what is in our physical environment and making sure that we're not overstepping. What really worries me about this weekly energy would be the Six of Wands. Six of Wands shows up when things are going to get a little hairy. This is what happens when we light the brush fire and it gets too big too fast and we don't pay attention. So all in all, lot of energy is around us. A lot of energy is, and especially this really high octane creative active energy is just everywhere. We are going to have to pay attention to it that we don't light other shit on fire. So this is going to be a week where it's very easy to do that. The upcoming energies are like you know, sometimes you light a lighter to try to light a candle like 8 times and it still won't fucking light. This time you'd get a spark, the whole thing's gonna light up. Be very careful where we're directing our energy, be very smart about it. Remember that earth, dirt can smother a fire, and we might need to pull in some of our earth energy to keep the fire from getting out of. Slow it down and be careful.
Sounds good to me. Good read, as always. That was a great read. So, brush fires.
Yes. I don't know why that's coming up, but well, obviously the wands, but it's just coming in like, what's the word? You know what you want to do and you're going to get done what you want to get done, but your intent sometimes accidentally causes collateral damage, I guess, the best word I can think of.
Right. That makes
Weird,
sense.
Watch
weird
out for
question.
collateral.
Weird question for you, Mystic. Do you think, because I know this comet is passing by, do you think that could have an effect on some of our energy and what's going on here? Because apparently we're gonna be hit by a couple of solar flares.
I always think things that happen outside in the universe affect us very closely inside Earth. I don't particularly see Earth as like a lone thing. How do I say? Well, obviously celestial objects affect us, but I do think that there's some things that we need to work out. I don't know when it's coming by. I haven't been paying much attention to it, but yes, especially solar flares. I think solar flares are always represented by fire and sometimes water in a reading. And before I have had a reading where like, okay, things are getting really weird. There's a lot of fire energy, and then solar flares have been a thing. So
Okay,
sorry, there's
yeah,
a lot of noise in the background.
your reading made me think about that, so I was curious.
But if it sparked that in you, then that means it must have a. I don't believe anything is coincidence.
Well, son of a monkey's uncle. If I end up on fire, I'll let you know.
Please let us know. We can help put you out.
I mean, that'll be interesting. 3,000 miles away, but hey.
Hey, weirder things have happened.
Oh, no kidding. Like today.
Right. So for those unaware,
Speaking of,
right, what happened today about 5 o'clock in the morning, you say? I guess a bunch of us got emails. And I don't know everyone exactly that got emails, but I'm guessing a bunch of us did. Because Dyra got one. I think Maeve got one. Melvin got one. Nobody likes Mystic and Rook, so they didn't get one. I'm just kidding.
there are certain things that I am okay to be left out of. This drama is one of them.
So
Not me, I'm 1-1.
so basically we got this email from somebody claiming to be Anima father, saying that he passed away November 3rd. No details, nothing like that. The only thing, like the first thing that clicked in my head that didn't make sense to me was this person that I have no idea who he was. First and foremost, Anima and I were not friends. We didn't talk on the regular. We didn't even follow each other on social media. I was on her show once, and she was on the Malice Experience. I think it was when it was still the Malice Experience, and I was going by the pseudonym Mr. Malice. So Addie's Day didn't even exist then. And the email communication that I had gotten was from her business email, which was Noira at DZ, which is a website that's still operational, and a Facebook page that's still operational. That was Anima Noira's Facebook page, but was rebranded to be Facebook page for that website. Which again is still operational. Everything else is shut down, right? Now, after extensive conversations with Mel, the shutdown of her socials is explained. Because one of the things that didn't make sense to me was that, well, it takes 30 days for like your Instagram account to disappear completely when you shut it down and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, this thing's been gone for at least a minute. And so Mel explained that part of it. But the part that doesn't make any sense still is like, how did with her social media shut down, you take into consideration that we didn't follow each other on social media. So even if the social media was still open, how would you make that connection that you should email me about this, or Melvin for that matter, from an email that she's never communicated with him on, and an email that she's never communicated with me on, when or Dyra, to tell us that she's passed away, that she's dead. It doesn't make sense. It really truly doesn't make any sense. And so we've got a few tinfoil hat theories going around, and unfortunately, you know, Mystic is not wearing his tinfoil hat.
I know. Sad.
It would have been great for this episode, man. Now, this isn't inherently like what I want to be talking about, but like, you know, Apocrypha, when it started out as the Malice Experiences, it started out as a show about occult news. Well, this is occult news. This is, you know, something very, very close to the community. Like most people knew who she was, or is, or I'm not sure how to put this. Anyway, we've inquired as to how they figured out who to email and who not to email. We've gotten no response. The brother that Melvin was talking to is stating that her actions in the occult have destroyed their family, but there have been several occasions where Anima Noira's claimed that, you know, she was a victim of occult abuse and violence through her parents, which could have been a lie. You know, that could be, you know, a thing. You know, that could have been a lie. But if that was the truth, then that means what we're hearing now is a lie. And so, yeah, just a lot of bullshit happening, and I call bullshit. Mel, what have you uncovered, and what questions have been answered, and what has been raised?
Well, before anything, what email address did you receive her obituary from? Like, what was it?
AnimaNora666@gmail.com, which I've
Okay.
never seen that one before.
Yeah, and you said it was at 5 o'clock, so you're 2 hours ahead of me. It came to me at 3:55 a.m., so I guess it was a group thing. But anyway, yeah. So I actually spoke to Nora a decent amount, and we hit it off away from things. And I have her numbers, I should say, and I attempted to call and went to voicemail immediately. No ring, nothing, just boop, voicemail. And it would have been about 8 something p.m. in the Czech Republic, which is where she's from and her family would be at. So keep that in mind. And I sent a text, and eventually I did get a reply, which was very shocking. And it's from someone claiming to be her brother, Michael or Mikael or whatever. I don't speak the language. And he says, and I quote, because I asked her if she actually passed away. I said, I'm a friend of hers and just received an email saying she's passed away. He replies, she did. Her emails and phones are managed by the family now. Is there anything I can do for you? Can you please introduce yourself by name? My name is Mikhail and I am her brother, which I didn't even know she had a brother. But it raises a flag. You know, like I've spoken to her a lot. She never told me she had a brother. And she has said, and I know this is on record on some podcasts and even in emails, that her family was in the occult, which is interesting because in one of his replies, because I asked if he would be willing to come on a show, and I dressed it up a little bit and said to celebrate the life of Anima, something like that, just so it doesn't seem like we're going to trash her or some mess. And he said, I believe this would not be appropriate as we were estranged. She disowned us and we are Christian. I answered some questions to email, and should I say who he was emailing with, or what do you think? I answered some questions by email to Mr. Demetrius, Legion of Lilith. If you make a memorial for her, please send me a link, which I did link the show.
Oops.
I mean, you know, hey, and I may watch it, but our parents definitely will not. Please respect our beliefs. My sister's public apostasy, I can't say this word, sorry, apostasy, close enough, destroyed our family unity, and we do not wish to engage with sorcerers or people who follow the same path that brought her ruin, which, what? You know, you guys are supposed to be in it. Wait a second now.
Right.
Oh,
And she could have made that up. Who knows?
This is
yeah,
true.
I mean, the
A lot of people don't want
possibility
people
is
to talk about
there.
their family.
Yeah, the possibility is there. And mind you, I last spoke to Anima in June of this year, so it's been a while. Uh, but that being said, it's just weird. And I never, the same email that Adius received and Dyra and everyone from Anima Noira 666 gmail.com, I never emailed her from Unexplained Possibilities. That should not be in her phone. Like, it just shouldn't be in her contacts. I always spoke to her through Facebook and Instagram, which of course she deleted. She actually had a secret Instagram for a minute, but she got rid of that as well. That's where we communicate. Then I got her number, we text. As simple as that. So it leads me to believe that someone quite literally had to already know who individual people were that she spoke to and went to the YouTube pages or whatever to get whatever emails and message them that way, because it's,
it seems very targeted, like very
yeah,
specific people.
It's
and
very weird.
it's odd. And I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say this. Kayla messaged me, and you know, Kayla hated Anima. You know, now I won't get into the weeds or anything,
We all
guys,
know.
but but yeah,
We all
everyone
know.
knows. And I believe Kayla received an email, which is interesting
That's
because
probably
of
the most
all the
interesting
people.
part.
Yeah, so now that's like, okay, why? Well, alrighty then. This changes things slightly. So I haven't really spoken to Kayla deeper about it or anything because she's working, but still, it's one of those weird things. Like, what is this? Where's Inspector Clouseau or somebody? Like, what is this?
Yeah, it's I like to say if it smells like a fish and it looks like a fish, it probably is a fucking fish. um,
I I, I thought that was a duck. Wasn't that originally a duck thing? If
yeah,
it
it
looks
was a
like a duck,
duck,
quite
but
like
ducks don't really have a smell.
Uh, well, all right. Well, that's a pretty nasty fish. I mean, either
That's
that
the
or some
point.
chick
That's
is
the point,
dirty.
right? Um,
Dirty chicken.
so
I don't know why
it
that's funny, but that's funny.
so I guess I mean Melvin, I mean, how do you feel about talking about her U.S. situation and stuff like that? Because I think that kind
Well,
of sheds a little bit more of a light into why, if this is being faked, why it's being faked.
yeah, part of it is known. Some people, and she spoke about this openly, but she had issues being in the US because she did not do things correctly with her visa and she overstayed. And uh, was it 2 years ago now? She was pretty much here illegally and running around hiding, going from place to place, and just trying to get things to work out. Did not work out. And she was shipped out to back to the Czech Republic, Prague, where she's originally from. The thing is, though, there was some debt issues in Prague. She owed people money. And I don't know how debt collection works over there, but I do know that you don't want to owe folks money. People get angry and they come after you. And she then shipped off from the Czech to down under. She went to Australia. And I won't get into what happened in Australia, but I'll just say mistakes were repeated. And from there, she shipped out to a whole other area. And she never had stability. And she owed a lot of money. And not to mention her reputation in the occult community, it took a hit as well. And, she was kind of by herself. Now, is it possible she went back to Prague after being in her new location for a while? Yes. I find
But
it
not
pretty
likely.
unlikely, though.
Yeah.
But her having debts, like large debts, could be a reason to just put on a horse and pony show.
Yeah.
Now,
And
I do want to make it clear. I'm not saying she's faked anything and she's actually, tricking everybody, but I'm also not saying that,
she hasn't.
she hasn't passed away. It's just one of those things. It's no concrete evidence for either or.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's like, I told Maeve earlier on, I'm like, if you're gonna fake your death, like anybody in the audience and people in the panel right now, if y'all are gonna
Don't know
fake your
anybody.
death, let me know. Like, I'll help a motherfucker out. Like, like,
Wow, you're a real bro.
like, I'll back you up on the show. I'll even like turn on the waterworks there for you. um,
I wonder if she emailed, or whoever it was emailed EA.
mm,
Now,
no.
now that would be something. I almost feel like a certain someone with the first letter Z would be celebrating.
I was
So,
gonna say he wants to call her and ask.
yeah. So I almost feel like it would be a celebration there and trying to find the grave to dance on. So,
Right? I can see that happening. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, if she has passed away, she did pass away, then I mean that sucks, right? I mean, I guess. I mean, I'm not. I can't say I'm friends with her, that I know her, that I wasn't necessarily a fan of what she was trying to do to make money, and I say trying because you could tell that she barely made any money off of it, and it was highly degrading what she was doing to herself. And there when she kind of went down that EA rabbit hole, so I kind of just I unfollowed her on all socials because I just didn't want to see it anymore. I kind of got tired. It was like an everyday fucking thing. And then I guess took about a month. She realized I wasn't following her. She unfollowed me, and then like maybe like 6 months ago, I think it was, because I think I told you that she followed me back. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember you showing me that. Yeah, yeah. And that was after we've been together for a while. Like, where have you been, under a rock? So,
well,
well, maybe. So, I mean, I can't say that like I've had any, like I don't have any hard feelings against her, any hatred or anything. I mean, like like
It's always
what?
sorry, somebody was coming in.
Oh, but there's just this whole situation just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, and the biggest red flag for me is like in the PDF, in the image that was sent, there's one very specific name that's used that's not explained. And then when you go to the website, it's a completely different name with no photo. And I'm just kind of like, and in the description, despite the fact that the PDF has one name, the English part of it makes it very intentional to mention the name that's on the website. So when you go to the website, that it tries to explain that name, but that doesn't make sense, because if your family is going to put together a flyer for you that you've passed away, why are they going to use a name that has no association to the name that they're saying you have? None whatsoever. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It just doesn't. And so do I feel like there is some foul play here on some level? I do. I do. I'm sad to say it, but I do feel like that there's some type of manipulation happening here. And I feel like many of us are being looked at as fools. And so, yeah, I don't know. Mel, what do you think?
wait, say that again. You broke up for me a little bit.
We weren't together, man. How could we break up?
Well, spiritually.
I go, man, just like what part? Where did it break up? Because I said a lot of shit just now.
It was literally the last 5 seconds of what you were saying.
Well, I mean, about the whole name thing. Like, what do you think?
Mhm.
Like, because I mean, I'm
Well,
sure you got the same flyer that I did.
Yeah,
That says
which
Nora
name?
whatever.
And then they said her
It was
actual name was
Anna.
blah blah blah.
Yeah, whatever. Anna Marie, whatever.
Yeah, it is weird. And, it's so funny because when I first spoke to her on Unexplained, I actually mentioned something about her name because in the chat, she did go by uh, Nora. I can't pronounce that last name. Uh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Like, I'm waiting.
I just realized something. What do you think about this? Okay, so on the flyer here, it says Nora Mikulska or whatever.
Yeah, some shit.
What did I just say her brother's name was? Michael. M-I-C-H Michal.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nora Mikulska. Michal. In Slavic, you add when you're speaking to a female, or not female, but when it's feminine or woman or something like that, you add like those extra letters, and when it's male, you don't.
Uh-huh.
The last name is Dolstow or whatever.
Yeah.
Is she? I'm trying to get to the point here. Is it possible that she is using the Michael Ska name as the brother, Mikhail or Michael or whatever? I'm just gonna say Michael. I butchered your name. Sorry, guys.
I mean, it sounds likely to me.
I did not notice that until just now because she has a habit of just kind of scrambling words around when creating a new name or using a name. Like it's just one of her things. I've noticed it several times. I never said anything about it, but I've noticed it several times. And, I'm the most oblivious person in the world. So, go Detective Melvin. But that's interesting to me.
I love how we are all so deep into this, and Rook and Mystic are just like eating fucking soup.
Always. I gotta have my miso.
I mean, nothing wrong with
Well,
that.
In my defense, Melon did say, wait. So we were all just waiting.
Okay.
This is true.
That's fair. Next time I'll just say, don't wait.
That and I didn't get Rook and I didn't get an email, which we wouldn't have because we're not, I've talked to her twice total my whole life.
Well, I mean, the same thing here, man. I've only talked to her fucking twice.
Yeah, but she really liked your show and she would watch it under an alias.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, if she is alive and this is all one giant hoax, we'll say, like she's watching right now, which, hi, Anima, if you are watching, really?
Sorry.
Really?
You should have let me know.
Like, seriously, I'm probably one of the nicer people who's around, and like, come on. But
Like, as soon as I kind of as soon as I kind of detect that there's like any drama behind anything, I just switch off. Like I'm just like I'm not interested. So which is like shit if it does turn out that this is real and she has actually died. But yeah, if there's any kind of anything seems sus, anything seems like there's drama, but I'm just like no, like I switch off. I'm not interested. Like leave me out of it, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
I think that is very smart. It saves you a headache.
All of us.
Yeah. And here's the thing, though. I happen to know people who live in the Czech Republic, which I am going to reach out and see if they can find a more legit obituary
Okay.
and see what they say, because I'm really curious. And I don't want someone playing off my feelings for whatever reason, because I had no issue with Anima. I mean, I called her out on some stuff when she was being stupid, but
Fair.
She was always nice to me.
yeah, I have no hard feelings or anything like that. It's just this is one of those out of left field things, and it's just weird. It doesn't look right. Mostly because of the contradiction of her saying that her family was in the occult and she went through some abuse with some of the things her father was into.
Well,
And
this is assuming that she's being truthful, right? Like, so the
yeah,
thing is unfortunately, there's like, I guess there's like they would say in Spanish, "hay de dos sopas," right? There's two sides to this. There's two ways that this could go. Either she's bullshitting now and pretending that she's dead, trying to fake her death, or she was bullshitting then. But either way, she's still bullshitting everybody.
yeah,
Or there's somebody in her family or a person who is using this as a ruse to make her look crazy. Or, I mean, sex trafficking is a thing. Like, things happen.
Fair.
So, I saw, like, I hear three options. Either she's passed, and if she is, rest in peace, or she is causing this fakery, or somebody else is causing the fakery, right? And if it's somebody else, maybe her story about her family is true to her perception, and the family is like, we want a distance from her, so we're going to make this up so we can separate. There's just so way too many opportunities for messing it up. But one thing I will say is, and I don't know her very well, but she doesn't seem like the type of person that would go through that. Like, I think if she would have been faking her death, she would have put something else in there. Like, it would have had more. It would have been more personal. She'd like to talk.
This is true. Trust me, I know. She
know.
interviewed me, and it was a very one-sided interview where I barely spoke.
Yeah, she liked to talk. So it would be weird to me that if she just says, "Hey, she died on the 3rd," and that was it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she would ask me a question. I would like then answer exactly. Then answer it for me, and I would get like 3 or 4 words out, and then it was just like, okay.
I mean, like scenario. Relation. I genuinely hope that nothing
Yeah.
up behind this.
What's already happened?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's really
well, it was going to like the effect of what Mystic said about like sex trafficking is a thing, and like the fact that Melvin has mentioned that I'm sorry, Melvin, but for context, I'm going to mention this. That and everybody knows that Anima had an OnlyFans. Everybody knows that, and so therefore, like outside of that, her trying to continue that line of work in other places in order to make money isn't you know out of the ordinary, and traveling the world, right? Especially
That
going to like
risk.
Southeast Asia, right? You've got red hair, you're thin, you're white, it's, unfortunately, yes, sex trafficking is a thing. And so here's the thing. So I on that note, I do feel like there is a responsibility to the community to some degree to make sure that this is legit.
I've got
Yeah.
anyone who's like into Croatia, Visago is a good demon to call up for things like this when something or someone is missing.
Like your keys.
More so, like people, things like that. So yeah, Visago, yeah, helpful for any kind of divination anyone wants to do on this.
Yeah. So I don't want people to think that like I mean I immediately go to like try to go to like the kind of like entertaining funny side of things. Which is why it might come across like me talking shit, but I'm not talking shit. You know, if somebody's gonna fake their death, I'm sure that they have reasons. I mean, I'm sure Elvis had his. If you believe that.
Well, he was taken by aliens, darn it. Didn't fake his
There you
death.
go. Right? You can't sound that good on Earth. So, you know, if, you know, she's faking her death, there's got to be a reason behind it. Not necessarily that I need another reason, but, you know, I will, I'm the type of person to keep digging until I know it. And if it's, you know, that she didn't fake her death, then, you know, I want to know the details, not necessarily the gruesome ones, because that's what was in the email, right? The gruesome details, which like, she get hit by a fucking bus or something. I mean, like, you know,
What happened?
so, huh?
Literally just what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Like exactly what happened. Can we get like a medical report, something like that to verify it? Like I know we're not police or anything, but you know, I mean, guys, like when I
Sorry, I'm aware that Maeve said I'm not picking up well on the mic, so I'm constantly like, at the end of the day, if you're gonna email us about it, like, listen,
right, like,
like,
exactly.
give us some context if you're gonna be like, oh, yeah, by the way, like this has happened, and you know what? Don't be all like fucking cryptic and mysterious about it, and be like, hopefully this like, you know, will make you think about, you know, the way you live your
right,
life,
exactly.
and they're like, no, fuck
It's a
off.
very good
Like,
point.
if we're clearly important enough for you to send us a fucking email, then you know, yeah, I don't know, just
No,
the way it
exactly.
ended, I was just like,
Yeah, like exactly. Like if we're important enough for you to send an email to, then we're important enough for you to give us enough details so at least we know what the fuck happened. Like not that we inherently need to like release those details publicly. Like I'm the type of person if somebody asked me not to, like here's the details of this situation, but please don't release them publicly, I would not release them publicly. But the way that that email was sent, the way that it was worded, like there's just nothing about it jives with me. And it doesn't mean that I'm
Uh,
right. It doesn't mean that there's something going on here, you know. Um, but you know, and again, to finish off what I was saying, if this is a situation where, you know, somebody in the occult, regardless of whether or not, you know, we got along with her or didn't get along with her or liked certain things or didn't like certain things, you know, I will say that I believe that there is a level of responsibility to the community to do what it can to figure out what the hell happened, and if there is some foul play here, to try to do our best to lend the level of assistance that we're able to figure it out and bring somebody home safely. Um,
I agree with that.
you know, like so there's like Mystic said, there's 3-4 different ways that we could look at this, you know, and if it is a situation where she has actually passed away and there's just been a miscommunication because of, you know, a language barrier, then fair enough. I'm willing to accept that, and you know, we can do something else in, you know, memorandum. But as it stands currently, there's just too much that doesn't make any sense. And when something doesn't make sense, I mean, that's what the occult is, isn't it? The hidden and uncovering it. So, I mean, that's how I feel about it. Rook, I'm curious, man. What's your 2 cents, brother?
I'm taking it all in, listening. I did not know her as well, so I can be like a fresh slate. I would hope that it. I would hope that. I'd hope it's not true, and then I would hope that it. I'd really hope that it wouldn't be true. You know, would be the the best thing. I think.
Yeah, I think I was gonna say I think her faking her death is probably the least likely. I think somebody who doesn't like her to just create more drama is most likely. And then in the middle is, lots of other sinister potentials, which I really just don't want to even speak out into the world.
Yeah.
So I didn't interact with her much, but I watched a couple of her videos. Not the only fans, not my cup of tea. Right?
Yeah,
But,
don't worry.
I mean,
we know.
her work was interesting. She was nice to me when we talked to her the 2 times, and she was in our Discord after show one day and we talked for a little while. So I hope that somebody who's connected to the cult wouldn't just be like taken for face value, because as much as you like or don't like somebody, you still gotta have some compassion. And we're nosy. I mean, I'll be honest. I what happened.
I'm nosy.
Right?
Well, I mean, we do know someone, if it's not her, someone definitely has her phone, because I was texting her and I I don't know, it's just weird. Like,
It's just
it's
weird.
so absurd to think that someone would fake their death. But then because I don't really consider myself
but dude,
in
some of
the
the stuff that Anima talked about is equally as fucking out there, though, dude. And you
Yeah,
know
but-
this. You know this.
yeah, but it's just absurd, but part of me, it's like, no, this does not happen. But then the other part is like, yes, it does happen, just not the people you know. But it's just, I can't connect it, and it's driving me bonkers because it's just something that's missing. I don't understand it, and I'm leaning towards it just being a hoax, which is ridiculous. And I don't know if I want it to be fake or if I want it to be real, because if it's fake, then that's a scumbag thing to do. Because regardless of reputation, everything, there are people who care about you and they don't want to see you hurt or anything. And losing someone, whether you're close or not too close, whatever, they have an impact on your life, and you have those memories, and something is left, and that hurts. But then if you're faking it and this is just to get away from debts or just start a new life, which understandable, I get that. But gosh darn it, man, you could have done it I'm gonna sound like Ned Flanders, but a gosh darn doodly different way.
Fucking.
I mean, yeah, like
I'm
I
done
think
for
like
the night.
even if it's like, even if someone you dislike passes away, it's disturbing, right? Like I've experienced that, like of all bullies that have ended up, killing themselves. It's still been disturbing, even though that, people weren't particularly nice to me. It's a, we don't, as human beings, we generally don't want people to die.
We don't
And
mind hating them, but we don't want them dead.
Yeah. True.
And I do think as well, if this is a case of like, like faking your own death kind of thing, it would make me very concerned for her mental state, because that's a very irreversible thing to do, in the sense that, like, your reputation, no one's gonna see you in the same way again. Everyone's gonna, feel a certain way about you, if you do that. So that's another kind of questionable thing as well. It's like, this is something that you can't really go back on if you're trying to convince everyone that you died. So yeah, that's another thing.
It's two extremes. Where do you go from there? Like, oh, hey, surprise, guys, I'm not actually dead. Like, no one's going to celebrate that. You'll get a brick thrown at your head.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Like I said, unless somebody else is causing this, then she's not aware of it.
But then that makes me wonder, okay, so if someone is doing that, that means they had to go to individual YouTube pages or videos and all of that to get individual emails to blind copy them onto the obituary thing and ship them out to
That's the thing.
everybody.
Her socials were fucking already nuked. Like they were already gone. They were already wiped. So the
But
thing was, is like,
consider it could potentially be somebody in the occult circle. She had a lot of enemies.
But how would they get her phone number then? Like her number.
I don't know, but also just as easily, how did she fake her own death? Right?
Yeah.
There's not enough information at this point to do a good, here's what you think happened. You can only go off of, what's really limited. Wait.
yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, I hate talking conspiracy theories because, like, I mean, talking this shit right now, it makes me feel fucking crazy just talking this shit. Like somebody faking their death. And maybe like the want to believe that she's faking her death is the want to, believe that this person isn't dead, right? But at the same time, the information that's been provided isn't, completely clear. It's not. There's too many holes. There's too many things that don't make sense. The Anima Noira Facebook page still being active but rebranded. The website still functioning, but completely, different than what it used to be. Because I've gone to, like, I'm I do front end design, like, so the thing is I look at people's websites, and as a hobby, I look to where they can improve, and the website that it's still the same address, but completely different content. So, and still uses the name Anima Noira. So it doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. There's too many holes in this stuff that I'm not satisfied with it. Right? Um, and if this person is passed, if Anima's gone, then and we can confirm that beyond the shadow of a reasonable doubt, then I'll do another one of these episodes to talk about how irritating she fucking was, but I'm still sad that she's dead. you know like
Certainly.
um it's like she lost it on the EA shit. That was it. That was
Yeah.
Before that, there was a lot of stuff that I thought was really interesting. Once she went down the EA rabbit hole, I'm just like, what the fuck, man?
No, I did not like the final outcome of that and her destroying a very nice gift. That
Yeah.
really
That was
sent
rough.
me.
Wait, what happened?
She
What happened?
she
Miss Aileen
sacrificed
Scarlett.
a very nice gift. It was actually someone's wedding gift that they received and they gave it to her. It was pretty much a sisterhood thing. And Nora, for whatever reason, well, it's not for whatever reason, this is the reason, decided to destroy it and sacrifice it to show EA that she was loyal to him or some nonsense. I don't know. Ruined a friendship, and it's just really dumb. And that really that ticked me off because you don't do things like that. When someone cares about you that much and they give you something worth a few $1,000s and it was something
Mm-hmm.
that was given to them as a show of love, don't do it. Give it back to them. Say, hey, you're a heifer and I'm done with you. Or do it that way, but don't destroy something like that someone put their heart and soul into and shared it with you. Like, you just don't do
Right.
that.
Yeah.
And
Eric Collins, would you like to find out?
I think Eric is Anima.
And furthermore, yesterday I said I like bitching and complaining. I wasn't live yesterday. Like, so I don't do lives. I
You
mean,
sure you weren't?
Oh yeah, I did. Okay, nope, my bad. No, I was. My bad. But I do like bitching and complaining. But hey, yeah, do I want him gone? Yeah. So I mean, if that's the only thing he's gonna drop in the chat, go for it, Maeve. Drop your hammer. I know you want to.
Womp womp.
Wah, wah, wah.
I mean, what a weird thing to say. Of all the, like, dude, seriously, come on. Could have said,
Right?
well, I mean, of all the things, like, you complain and you like it, and therefore you bend over. Like, what? Get out of here.
Uh yeah. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. I mean, it's the thing is the more people that pay attention, the more people that watch, the more trolls that there's going to be. I mean, that's an inevitability, right? Most of the time, I enjoy them as well, but like because of the discussion, there I can't really tie in what he said. Like it would have to like veer off into a completely different track. And like I really don't want it to. I don't know who is sending me Discord messages, but I can't
Who's a
look right
bitch
now. Right? I can't look right now.
Yeah, Maeve, who's the bitch now?
That's good, Maeve. That's good.
I love it. This
So
whole weekend has been good because of that.
right. So yeah, I mean, I like I said, I mean, I'm if oh, it's you, okay. Yeah, I can't check right now. I'll check in a minute. Um, if if she has passed, um, she was definitely a. I mean, I know some people might not agree with me, but she was definitely a pillar in the community. She was a personality that a lot of people went to. And I think nuking her channel and stuff like that, like I think that was a mistake. Because yeah, there's a lot of people that were felt that magnetism and were attracted to what she was putting out there. And I know that it didn't go the way that she wanted it to. The co-host that she had, kind of left, and I know that the circumstances in which she left weren't exactly friendly ones necessarily, though that they did project it that way. I do remember there being a conversation that her and I had years ago when he had left that the reason he was leaving wasn't exactly because they were on good terms. And from that point, it was kind of like a scramble. I think that's where she kind of started to fall apart. With the content that she was putting out, because I think that she felt that she couldn't maintain it by herself. I mean, I'm assuming here, like I'm just making shit up as I go along now at this point, because that wasn't necessarily what she had said, but it you could see it in the content. And it's sad because the thing is like the stuff that she was putting out was stuff that people wanted to listen to. That she didn't
Yeah.
believe in, what it was that she was saying, or like the power of what she was saying, and that people wanted to hear it because they did. People looked forward to those fucking shows.
I think she was interesting. I think she had sort of magnetism and charisma. She was personally speaking, she was a bit much for me. We did one collab and I was a bit like, okay, you're a lot. But like all the best kind of thing. I think, the content that we did do together, that one video did really well. And it was nice for our channels to cross
Same.
in that way. And yeah, I agree with you. Definitely like pillar in the community. I know that a lot of people looked up to her and got a lot from her. So yeah, definitely. If she has passed away, then definitely a huge loss.
Mm-hmm. This does not mean that I'm going to stop digging. A few kind words does not mean that I'm going to stop digging, because shit still doesn't make sense. But it sucks because, you know, I remember, you know, not that long ago, you know, Devil's Disciples being like all over my fucking YouTube fucking feed, you know,
Same.
with all the fucking programmed lives that she was gonna be putting out, you know. What's up, bud? Sorry, my 11-year-old is walking down the stairs. How you feeling? Good? Yeah? Okay. Still stuffy nose? You still raspy in the throat? No? Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, well, we're gonna be done here in a minute, all right? All right. So, you know, I just think that, you know, if it is a situation where, you know, she did kind of tell some tall tales about her family, and she has passed, and now that the family has access to her stuff, we're kind of just now finding out that um that stuff isn't true. um I think that kind of sucks, but I don't think we should hold it against her if that's the case, because I mean, let's be honest, I mean, maybe that is, you know, a likely scenario where there was abuse suffered and it was masked to be something that it wasn't, and the family coming forward and saying what their feelings and what their perspective is very different. But I don't think it's fair. And if like the brother, like if this is the situation and you said that you'd be watching this, and if you're watching this, I don't think it's fair that you just send us a half-assed email with barely any fucking information and expect us to just to roll over and accept it. I don't know who you think you're talking to. And then to be so rude as to say that you hope that what's that?
Yeah, to be fair, the email was from her father, allegedly from her father, not the brother.
Well, I mean,
The
either
bro-
way, because
Yeah.
he's in the same camp because he said that the family was destroyed because of her, right?
Yeah, but you know, you just want to get everything straight just in case. You never know.
So, you know, I don't think that it is fair that, you know, that if your daughter's dead, that you try to use your daughter's death to push forward your Christian belief and say that her passing is because she was an occultist and that we are going to suffer the same fate, a fate that you are very unclear on what it is about. That's not okay. That's, I mean, that puts you, if you believe that your daughter was on a lower level, that puts you on a lower level than your daughter. If you're going to use her death to try to manipulate people into questioning whether or not they should be occultists. I mean, that's just kind of disgusting. It really is. So there's nothing about this situation that's okay. Regardless of what the situation is at a whole, there's nothing about this that's okay. Right. And I really hope that, you know, let's just say, let's play devil's advocate here first. Wait a second. Security's calling me. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Bueno. Déjelo pasar, por favor. Gracias. There, now you guys got to hear my Spanish. All right. Exactly. I'm drinking too, so that kind of, you know. So if this situation is just that, if it's simple miscommunication and Anima is really passed, that sucks. Pillar of the community is gone. She will be missed, regardless of personal feelings or opinions. But to the father and to the family, in my personal opinion, I truly do hope that you can't fucking sleep at night because you're using your kid to try to manipulate other people to not be in the occult. You are the worst and lowest piece of shit on the fucking planet. And I hope you fucking know it. Because that's disgusting. It's absolutely fucking revolting. So you want to sit there and you want to say that your daughter ruined your family, broke apart your family unit, all of that fun stuff. Can you go grab it? It's already paid. There's no code. But then you want to turn around and use that passing to kind of strong arm people, make them feel like shit. No, that's not okay. I just wanted to get that out there. Do I think that that's the situation? Honestly, I have no idea. But I do think that is rather disgusting to do. And I'm sure that many in the chat and in this panel tonight would agree with me. As long as Mystic isn't falling asleep.
That
I am not falling asleep.
Was good.
I mean, am I wrong, or am I being a dick? I mean, Mystic, you're here to call me out, right?
I would.
I
Mel?
think you're semi being one, just semi, because you have to see it from this perspective. If she is passed, and she was young, if she passed away, like 37, 38, one of those,
Mm-hmm.
and if the family, like, let's say they weren't in the occult and they were Christian folks or whatever, then they might see the occult, sorcery, whatever you want to call it, as taking their daughter away. A piece of them was taken away and kept away. And you get angry over that, especially when you love someone and maybe they tried to reach out. Again, this is just speculation and theoretical stuff. Maybe they tried to reach out and it was blocked because she was so deep into it, which is something everyone could agree with. Nora was very into her practices. And if that's the case, you're going to be angry and you're going to look for someone or something to blame. I don't necessarily agree with how it's worded, but if it is from the father, that email, and it did say it was using a translator, it could be something lost in translation. But I can understand why someone would feel a certain way, why they would say certain things, because it's an anger there. And your kid was taken from them. This destroyed my family, and this is just a courtesy because apparently she loved this. I don't have to be doing this. You guys suck because you destroyed my love. It depends on how you
I
look
hear
at
where
it.
you're coming from, Mel, and I don't disagree with you, but at the same time, I do. Like, I get it. Like, as a father, right? My son is going through some shit right now, and I'm not going to get into details because it's my kid, but um, there is a certain aspect of his life that has come to light, that the same type of Christian parents would turn around and say is a fucking abomination. And he's my son. I don't, his choices in his life of what makes him happy, what makes him whole, those are his choices. He's still my son no matter what. To sit there and say that, that him being that way is wrong in some way, shape, or form.
Oh no, is he a Catholic?
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna call it today. Yeah, we're gonna call it that today.
Sorry, I had to.
Yeah. he came out of the confessional.
That's rough.
And I don't care. I don't care. it's still my kid. And there's no aspect of me that feels like that needs to change. Not a single atom or molecule in my body feels like that needs to change. It's still my kid. So as a father, I don't agree with the approach that was taken and the things that were said. But I do hear what you're saying. I'm not saying that you're inherently wrong or anything like that. I'm just saying I disagree.
I just feel like the priority is a bit weird, you know. Like we were talking about this earlier. This is another thing where the whole thing seemed a bit kind of sus. Was like, okay, so the claim is that she died on the 3rd, and it's the 8th, and it's kind of like, I don't know, the priority to dig out people's emails, and kind of say this stuff is a bit weird. Like, I don't know, maybe I don't know, people deal with death differently, and also like a cultural thing as well. But for me, it's just a bit like, if a family member of mine passed away, that wouldn't be my priority right now, you know?
What their faith was.
Yeah, or looking for random people that she associated with to email and things like that. It's just, that's a bit weird to me.
Same here.
Like,
Well,
I wouldn't want to fucking talk to anyone if I lost someone, even if they were like estranged or it's fucking horrible and traumatic. I wouldn't be doing that.
I mean, Mel, I want to give you an opportunity here. I mean, do you understand where kind of like my head is at with this, or?
Well, unfortunately, I can't. I don't have kids, remember?
Fair
So, but also different. What's the saying? Gosh, I'm going to butcher it, aren't I? Different strokes for different folks.
Okay, fair
You
enough.
know,
Fair enough.
and how you're seeing it, how you're putting it, that works for you because it's you. It's what you believe. It's what you live and how you live your life. For them, it might be a bit differently. How Christianity for them took the forefront for whatever reason, and whatever they dealt with her, and all of that. It's a different outlook.
True.
And it's one of those things you just can't. It's not going to be a middle ground.
This is true. And Mel, never hesitate to call me a dick. Like, if you think I'm being a dick, call me a dick. It's okay. That's
Well,
what the
a semi one. You're not at full mass, but
apparently. Like, I just don't want you to get like quiet or like upset or think that like I'm trying to shut you down. I'm not. Like, I'm just putting my opinion out there, and then I fully expect you to put yours back. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, come on. I know that we've known each other for a while now,
Yeah.
so don't worry.
Okay.
And you got to remember, I'm naturally a quiet person, and I like listening to people. This is the most I've spoken in like a week. So
Fair enough. Mystic,
no, like, yeah.
what's going through your head?
I mean, just about the immediate conversation it goes back to there's just too many things that could be involved, which means regardless, each one of them has a different potential path, right? So it's just hard to say. Ultimately, I would be irritated with somebody if they put somebody through this, but I would tell them that I'm irritated, but I would still have grace for them because to do that, something's really wrong. Going back to the comment about mental health, there's I don't know, it's almost like getting to certain parts of your mind just can't take it. It shuts off. You have that, your freeze, flight, fight, flight, freeze, or flop, right? So, but I still, and y'all keep thinking I was falling asleep. I was drawing cards. I'm not want to share them because I don't want to share them, to be honest with you, at this moment, because I want to see how it turns out. But I was drawing cards over here, kind of trying to ask myself, what would be it? And there's zero. I really don't think that this is her sending this information. Sure.
Yeah. I can like there's a part of me that's kind of vibing with that. Even though Mel and I kind of were both like earlier, it's like, yeah, she's faking her death.
Yeah. And maybe she did too, but it's still the email did not come from her.
Mhm.
I really don't think that. And I'll be, regardless of the reason or the purpose, none of them are positive.
Mm-hmm.
All of them deserve grace and human empathy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, to the effect of what Mel and I were talking about earlier, you
But you
also
can
have
still
to
be pissed off.
understand that Mel and I are
You can still be
probably the
mad.
only two people that were watching the Congress talk about Area 51. I think him and I were the only two people watching.
Yeah, which is still bizarre that no one made a bigger deal about that, but oh well.
What I missed?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, exactly. I was about to explain it too. Maybe I'm a little autistic. I didn't pick up on the sarcasm there. But no, Mystic, I definitely get your point. And
I didn't pick.
you didn't.
No. How?
I mean, I was a little late, but
I was really late. Fuck. I love observing my own autism sometimes. It's amazing.
so I think that there's probably a hope that maybe she's faking her death. I mean, she's not dead. Which is probably like the human instinct that kind of wants to drive it into the ground and try to figure out what's going on. But I still can't negate that for whatever reason, the communication that we've received this morning in the early hours of this morning don't make any fucking sense. And the fact that the family does not want to respond to Melvin, or whoever is messaging him doesn't want to respond to Melvin to answer the simple question of how did you dictate who to email and who not to email, raises significantly more questions than it answers. It actually doesn't answer a fucking thing. So
fair enough.
I will continue my digging, and those that know me know that I'm very good with the internet, and I'm able to find the things that people forget to cover. Good at that.
I feel like it will be.
It
You
will
sound like
eventually.
Liam Neeson, like over there, like taking. I have the tools. I will find you.
Right? Exactly.
Darn, dude.
Going to the bathroom. I'm going to the
I'm
bathroom.
gonna
I'll be
eat
right
some
back.
pizza while finding you. It's still a weird thing, and I'm going to switch up too. I'm going to say she's not faking it. I don't know if you guys remember that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie called Eraser. I'm just going to say she's been erased. She's out there somewhere. She's just been erased, and she's in witness protection or some mess.
Yeah, all of this reminds me of Gone Girl.
That's where my head was.
Yeah.
I never read that book nor saw the movie. I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, it's the whole like disappearing and kind of like faking her own death kind of thing. That's where my head went. I don't know, like do you know what? Weirdly enough, this has always been sort of like the idea of disappearing has always been like a not like a fantasy, but sort of like if I had to do it, how would I do it? This isn't how I would do it. So that
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
makes me think that, yeah.
but everyone is different. And, for me, if I wanted to vanish or disappear, I'm not telling anyone. I'm just going. Done,
Right.
silent.
Right.
Like, what happened? You just disappeared off the face of the earth. Oh, yeah. Wasn't
I
too
have
much of film here to begin with.
I have such abandonment issues. The fear of abandoning myself is terrifying.
Oh, no.
So it could never happen. There's no way. If I disappear, something's wrong.
I would
And
probably last like a few hours and be like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Same.
home.
That's what I mean. Like I'm like, to abandon yourself, you can't do that. I'd go into PTSD and freak out and like, here I am. I did it. I tried to
Do you
kill I
know
tried to hurt myself.
something I've realized over the last maybe year or two is like I feel like a trauma response of mine has always been like hyper independence, like I don't need anyone
Hmm?
kind of thing. The last 2 years, I really fucking need people, like, and that's okay. Like I need
We
my
were just talking
people,
about this.
so there's nothing wrong with needing people.
I was kind of talking something adjacent to that this week about, I love working from home and home office. It's so easy. I'm like, I can be around people sometimes. Like it's not something, and I don't even want to like them. I don't care if I like them or even interact with them. I just need to have some people around sometimes.
Mm.
you see, I'm the opposite. I don't like being around people. I very much like solitude. Just make sure I have a hamburger. I'm good to go. I just
I watched
I
someone
don't
having a
like.
hamburger tonight. She talked me out of it.
Oh, that's mean.
We need to sort out our eating, so I'm putting my
Um,
foot down.
no, the only thing you need to sort out is medium rare, well done. That's it. Extra
That's
cheese,
reversed.
pickles, onions, whatever. That's all you need.
Yeah, no, I don't get me wrong, I like my solitude, but yeah, I get too comfortable in it. Like I get too comfortable with isolation. So
I don't like people, but I like my people.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's the thing. Like Gyra, Kane, like my son, my sons. I get used to saying that. Mystic,
Funny.
Two
Melvin, you're even in there.
sons.
I like to consider myself the crazy alien uncle who pops up every now and then.
There you go.
It's like, hey, he's cool at barbecues, but he can't stay too long.
Yeah, that's kind of how I look at it. Like I enjoy having my alone time, my me time, and I've been really, flourishing under being away from people all day and getting stuff done. But that realization comes up that there's still a connection piece there, and that's I think a part of kind of what the situation is with Anima. There's, despite everything that's happened, there's a connection to the occult that recognize with her, and so she's being a part of that. We kind of want to know what happens or what's going on because it's in our circle, so to speak. Even though I don't know her personally very well, it's still in our circle.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
it's like she's someone that we all kind of see some part of us in that sense, like in the sense of like the occult community in that way.
Maeve, I was gonna mention you, but then like the conversation kind of moved. I do like Maeve is also my people. When he's not talking like a lodge freak. I'm just joking, man. Just joking.
But that's what he is.
But no, it's
you know,
like also like the LHP is solitary. I'm the same as that. Yeah, absolutely. Like my path in itself is definitely like solitary, and whenever it's got to a point where I've kind of shared too much of it or kind of started to blend with another person in the sense of like a coven dynamic, it's always ended really badly. So I'm very much in the
Ban your ass.
yeah, like even with us, like our practices are separate.
Yeah, like I mean, I think the thing is our practices function the way that an occult couple should function. It's
Like we have done stuff together, like we've done rituals together. It's a very rare thing that we actually
uh-huh.
do that.
it is a rare thing that we actually do stuff together, because I think also like the way that we do things is different. Like I think that she's more vocal and I'm more kind of like in my head with shit when I go into ritual. And it kind of makes it feel like I'm not doing as much.
Do a lot with your head.
So
Oh, that could be taken out of context.
It could. I
Um,
realized that after I said it.
well, there is a baby over there.
Yeah, we know how that happened.
Yeah, the stork comes and
Yeah,
drops
the
it at the
stork
doorstep. And
I love how PG Melvin is. Melvin, I love how PG you are. I really do.
well, it's not intentional. This is just how I'm built.
All good.
Yeah,
All good.
the stork came 5 weeks early and had us in hospital for a week. Gotta
Well, he
laugh
wasn't
about
very
it.
good at his job, but got there.
Oh dear.
We're a community. I think we are. We are a community. There's definitely community here. Like, I mean, there are phases. There are faces that come and go, and people that pop back in and are gone for a couple of months and stuff like that. But we're not the largest community on YouTube or social media anywhere. That's for damn sure. But we're a consistent community, and we all have each other's backs, always. In the most that we can do, and what is within our capabilities and our possibility to have someone's back. Everyone in this community, I know, even if it's just listening to a problem and maybe giving some advice. This is, I wouldn't want any other community. Like I love this community that we've built over the last 5 years here. Even if Mystic is trying to look like a Chinaman.
I'm falling asleep.
You're falling asleep.
What was in that miso soup?
Dude, drink some kava.
Kava makes kava sit down. No, I ate like 3 pounds of rice. It was hibachi rice. It was very good, but I'm full. And there is 2 couches in my sight.
Translation: Mystic ate 3 bags of rice.
I mean, must have been some good stuff. Did you put hot sauce on it or anything? Out of curiosity.
Yum yum sauce.
What is yum yum sauce?
Hibachi yum yum sauce.
I can't say I know what it is, but I will hunt it down one day.
Yeah, it's a common hibachi sauce. It's like I don't know what you call it, but it's like a little bit of a sweet teriyaki cream sauce.
Oh, okay. That doesn't sound too
Nice.
bad.
It's good, but it's heavy.
So just a heads up for everybody in the community. I'm looking forward to this, and I hope all of you will be looking forward to this. I'm going to put Rook and Mystic on the spot here. Eventually, at some point, whether at the end of this year or the beginning of next, these 2 gentlemen above me, Rook and Mystic, will be here in my home, and we will be doing Apocrypha.
If the government ever opens back up.
Yes, it will, and we will.
Like, we will be doing Apocrypha with everyone sitting in the same room. How we're going to do that, I have no fucking idea. Well, I already have an idea for microphones and interfaces and stuff like that. Like, I'm the tech geek, so I've got that worked out. But we are going to have Rook, Mystic, myself, and Dyra probably sitting at this table behind us doing this show live in person by the end of this year or the beginning of next.
Gotta
Oh,
get
that's
the
gonna be
shutdown.
fun.
Like the
Get our
whatever
fucking
podcast,
passport.
but just a lot less arguing.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, and I'm putting them on the spot so they can move their asses.
Question.
We can't move. Everything's stuck. We're day
What?
38 of our government shutdown.
Whoa,
Oh no,
go bitch slap
39.
Trump.
Huh?
Go bitch slap Trump.
Is it 39?
We're
Yeah,
at
39,
39.
I guess. Yeah, we can't
That's just
do
crazy to
anything.
me as a Brit. That's a thing.
It will reopen by day 50. By day 50, it'll be back open.
So
That's
will
fine.
there be adult beverages involved in this meeting of the minds?
Well, I mean, there's adult beverages now.
Well, one of you guys are going to have a
Wait,
strawberry lemonade for me.
Well, we
Oh, I
don't
can
drink,
do that.
so
I'll mix
Yeah.
kratom with it.
I'm going to
Strawberry
be the only
lemonade.
one drinking.
I gave up adult beverage.
Me
Oh,
too.
okay. So then there we go. You can have the strawberry lemonade. And if you really want to make it special, put in some club soda. Hey, man, that stuff goes hard. It's amazing.
I mean, I do lemonade and Jack Daniel's honey.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. You already know. I've never had alcohol, so I don't know what that is.
I
Jack
still
Daniel's
can't-
honey's pretty good.
It is good. It is good. I got a
Tennessee
fifth of it
whiskey.
over in the kitchen.
If you drink alcohol while breastfeeding, the baby sleep better.
I don't know.
No.
Hey Siri,
Fair question.
if mom drinks alcohol, the baby sleep better if she's breastfeeding.
I mean, he sleeps fine. I'm not thinking of actually thinking about doing it. I mean, because he sleeps great. But it's just a thought. Like, is that a thing?
Maybe.
I mean, what if you accidentally create an alcoholic, though?
Alcohol levels in the bloodstream
something special
are the
about this
same-
booby milk. Like, I
are
mean,
the same as breast milk.
So
The alcohol level in your body is the same as the alcohol level in breast milk. So if you are at 0.08, your breast milk is at 0.08.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, really glad that I gave that shit up. Fuck. God.
that realization was perfect. But that's interesting. You taught me something new.
We
Not that
accidentally stopped.
I wasn't aware.
We
was
didn't
that-
choose
those
to. We just
fireworks?
stopped.
It's funny because I say to Atia sometimes, like, oh, I wish you had boobs so you could like take over sometimes. But now that I found that out, I'm kind of glad you don't. 4
Aw.
beers in.
Well, don't
you
they
seen-
have like one of those fake booby thingies that you could fill up
Yeah.
for the guys, and and
They
it,
do.
who knows? Might turn into a kink or something. You never know.
Fucking hell.
I mean, I'm
Well,
just saying,
that's not the
people like
direction I
stuff.
was gonna go, Melvin. I was going.
Yeah,
in a
I
different
evolved to PG-13 now. Ah,
direction. Can we go to R first?
well, no. Wait, no, you can't. No,
Not just to go straight to X. I'm not
Thank
ready
you.
yet.
Got milk?
God, milk. I have more milk than I need.
All right. Well,
is-
that was the end of the show.
yeah.
I'm just here.
Oh, I love you.
This
Oh, there
is
you
fun.
go. Wait for it. If not X-rated, no, we're not going that far. We're not going that far. I mean, I think Melvin would have a stroke.
I would not have a stroke. Other
the one
people
in-
might, though, in certain ways, but no, I would be okay.
He was the one insinuating the breast milk kink.
Well, that might be a real thing.
17.
Oh, it is. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, I'm
It's
happy
starting
you
to look
added
really
that. I'm
serious
sure
already.
you saved yourself
At
there.
the end of the show. Why keep it serious all the way through?
I mean, it always ends up deteriorating.
It's not
Always.
deteriorating. Like I hate the fact that people look at this as deterioration in the conversation. Like,
It is.
It is not. It is opening up
Yes,
and
it
having a
is.
good time.
It is
Well, I
love
absolutely
this shit.
deterioration, but it is okay. It's not a bad thing.
I don't think it's deterioration. I think it's just needing to lighten up the mood and everything because it was a heavy topic and it's a lot of confusion and who knows what to think. And yeah, sometimes you just need to lighten it up and go to other places, have a laugh, be silly. But I don't think it takes away or anything like that. I don't think it deteriorates. I would say it's just a natural progression after getting out some heavy, hard stuff. And now, you know, you can end on a lighter, happier note.
Right. Well, so on a lighter, happier note, Melvin, have you read the book yet?
I've been reading and well, it's going to be probably 5 more rereads because that's just how I do stuff. And if you guys don't know what he's talking about, well, too bad. I'm not going to say because I don't like saying things too early. But you will find out in the coming weeks.
Do we have do at this point do we have a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
I'm not going to say. Wait and
Okay.
see.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Well, so
that's just how I work.
yeah. So for those that don't know, Melvin is the only person that pretty much has a finished copy of my book, and Melvin is going to be doing a review of my book. And I specifically instructed Melvin to be 100% authentic and honest, regardless of our friendship. And so that terrifies me.
It shouldn't I'm not like some evil guy who's gonna, I hate this. I'm not gonna do that or nothing. I'm just gonna say what I think. Trust me. Look, the threshold is Melinda's junk. As long as it's better than any freaking thing in there, you're good to go. Which by default, you're already better than anything in her junk. So you're good.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Like,
so I'm looking forward to the review, though, man. I'm looking forward to it.
But yeah, it'll be a few weeks because I am doing a few other projects as well at the same time. But
no, take your time. Take your time. Take your time. I'm drunk and curious. That could be right. Like look at Rook. Look at Rook, drunk and curious. Really? Not that kind of curious, Rook.
Sober.
I have solidified that side of my life.
Yeah, you're committed.
I am very much so. Mystic, you okay? Are you hiding?
I'm tired.
All right. So on that note, with Mystic falling asleep, we're gonna call it right the rice coma.
Rice and yum yum sauce.
We are going to call it there because I need to make some eggs, sausage, and bacon. That's going to be our dinner. So, all of this being said, I do want to say, just kind of closing out though, that like we're not assuming anything. We just want to know what's going on. And so, if the family is watching or was watching, just know that, like. You might think that the occult community is a community of people that are completely against your values, but we care about the people that are in our circles. And when something happens, we want answers, and we don't give up. We don't stop. So please keep that in mind. So if there's any additional information that the brother or father wants to send to myself, Gyro, or Melvin, please do, because we're not going to stop looking until we find it. So just keep that in mind. And I'm not even going to go down the line of what's going to happen if this is one of the worst case scenarios that Mystic was mentioning. So on that note, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being here. You guys are fucking amazing. You are the reason we fucking do this. This has been Apocrypha, not Satan and Coffee. Even though I do Satan and Coffee 3 times a fucking week. Which, by the way, tomorrow, 10 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard.
We should try do adversary tomorrow as well.
I would be down for that. Somewhere between going to the mall. I need to get a t-shirt and some shorts. But anyway, thank you all for being here. You guys are fucking amazing. As always, hail thy fucking self. See you in the next one. Peace the fuck out.
Deuce.